See what happens. If she goes up in flames, y'all gonna be right there with us. But unfortunately, I know there is moisture in this gas tank, and I'm about to hit y'all up real quick and give you a synopsis on what happened, what took place last weekend, and why I know there's water in this boat. Hey guys, back with you this afternoon. Just kind of an update. We tried to go fishing this morning, bring y'all a video, but I'm still working on this boat, still trying to figure out what's going on. Right now it's shooting an alarm, and if any of y'all guys have Mercury's, you know what I'm talking about. It's a beep alarm. It goes on either a 1 beep, 2 beep, 3 beep, 4 beep, 5 beep, so forth. Right now I'm getting 4 beeps, which tells me there's either water in the gas tank or fuel line, or either my oil's low. My oil's not low. I'm running plenty of oil in the boat, but unfortunately I know there is moisture in this gas tank, and I'm about to hit y'all up real quick and give you a synopsis on what happened, what took place last weekend, and why I know there's water in this boat. Alright, to make a long story short, last weekend we were going to do a little bank fish and stuff like that, but my idea was to get the boat cleaned up. The boat was hideous. Wanted to wash the carpet, so me and Bo decided we were going to pull it out. We're going to get the carpet clean. We scrubbed it all down, the inside of it, washed it all out. In the process, I've got a cooler in here, and I'll show you, might be able to show you now. It's a cooler on a step-up pad right here. Got full of water. And ever since I've owned this boat, it's never really drained. Even the previous owner of this boat said he couldn't get the cooler to drain. And I've put some wire down through the tube. I've poked the screwdriver down in there trying to dislodge whatever was lodging it, and really couldn't get nowhere with it. But Saturday, I guess it was Saturday, I decided to break out a little small drill bit, and I was just going to drill down through the bottom of the drain plug, try to dislodge whatever was there. And needless to say, I successfully dislodged what was there. Alright, if y'all can see, down in the very bottom was where the drain plug was. I've removed it now because I had to put a repair. Yes, I had to repair the fuel seal. Come to find out, that's what was blocking the drain plug. That's what was blocking it. I'm assuming when they put the two holes together, the bottom of the plug was sandwiched against the fuel seal, and so it never drained. It never drained properly. And when I thought I had gone just a little bit through it, what I was really going through, instead of being debris, was the top of the fuel tank. Let's fast forward to now. The tank's been plugged. All that's good. I've tested it. I've put a pressure load on it. Everything's good to go. The problem that we ran into this morning, and I went through all the process of draining the tank, getting all the fuel out, going back in. I went with 50% fuel capacity. I did not take it all the way full. But what we found out is that it took the moisture and water to the next big item of the boat, which is the motor, which is causing it to throw off a 4 beep alarm. And that's what brings us back here to this puppy. And I'm not even going to take the cowl off to show you what all is in there, but it's got a water separator on the other side for the fuel. I've done the process Mercury called for, draining it. The only thing I can't get out is the fuel filter, and that's because they've engineered it in a way that you have to order a tool to remove the oil filter to be able to change the oil filter. And I'm about to go off on all that for you in detail, but that's where we are in that. So that's where we are. We are trying to get y'all some videos and make a sense of some videos coming from the bank for a little while. This thing's gonna have to go in the shop. I don't mind the alarm. I know what is causing it. It's not going to damage the motor. It's got a little bit of water in the fuel, which is not a big issue. If this would have been back in 10, 20 years ago, you'd have kept running it, and you just run the fuel out of it, add a little more fuel, keep running it till the moisture gets out and the motor purrs like normal. Problem is, with this motor, it has a smart board on it, and it shuts the motor down into a guardian mode. When it does that, you lose horsepower, you lose everything. Doesn't mean you can't fire it up and go fishing, idle around, and that's probably what we're going to do tomorrow. I don't know however long it takes me to get it into the shop. But that's the issue with the newer motors. With the boats are a little different story. You know, I have loved this boat. I didn't ever think I would. I've run a lot of boats, never ran a nitro. I fished out of a lot of nitros back in the earlier days, but I never ran one myself. But I really have enjoyed this boat. Rides good. It's simple. It's simple, and as a fisherman, that's what I want. I don't want anything technical that's going to tear up and break, which leads me to this. Leads me to this compartment right here, and into the question of why an engineer would ever, why they would engineer a plug on top of a gas cell or fuel cell, gas tank, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, it's gas tank. Knowing that most anglers, most fishermen, most users of this boat, if I were using it to pull skiers, are going to have ice up here, going to have drinks, snacks. Things are going to go down that plug and they're going to clog it. Well, the first thing that you're going to do as a normal person, not knowing there's a fuel cell under here, is you're going to try to dislodge it with whatever means that may be. I could have went through that with a flathead screwdriver that I was using 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It would not have taken a drill to puncture that tank. Really makes me question whether these engineers actually fish or not. And I know the answer to that, which is a no. They don't. They do not. And that's the problem with the boating industry. It really is. But that's a whole nother topic. But guys, that's where we are. We're going out tomorrow. I'm trying to get you a video out. May link this one into that video. I don't know. We're going to go run it or blow it. One of the two. I'm going back to my old 90s mentality when I tournament fished. But we are going tomorrow. We did get on some fish this morning. When we came back into the boat ramp, I was a little too frustrated to stop and really fish, and Bo was wanting to, but the stripers were schooling pretty good right at the boat ramp. So we're going to go down in the morning and see if we can get on some of those. But guys, that's where we've been. If y'all know of any engineers out there designing boats and motors, tell them to keep it simple. Keep it simple so that us normal fishermen can work on our stuff and not put us out. We spend a ton of money as far as payments, fuel, oil, so much that we spend, insurance, taxes, that the last thing you want to do is have to run these things into a dealership for something as simple as moisture in the gas tank. I don't want to have to call Mercury up and order a tool for something as simple as changing a filter out that I'm supposed to do on a regular basis anyway. It should be engineered, designed so that your regular average day person can do a little Google research and do anything they want to do on a boat and a motor. Now granted, there are some technical things that go on in there that yes, we're not going to be able to do, and that's what the mechanics are for. But your regular mundane stuff should not get this technical. Well guys, that's it for today. Like I said, hopefully we'll bring y'all a video tomorrow. We're going to take it out and run it. See what happens. If she goes up in flames, y'all going to be right there with us. God bless. Hope you have a good afternoon, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.